What's going on, guys? This is Braden from Advanced Bid Hockey Advising here, and today we're going to be conducting another podcast / interview style video here like we did a few weeks ago. We got a ton of positive feedback from you guys a couple weeks ago when we launched this one, and we're just going to keep doing it, right? A bunch of you guys want to keep seeing more of this. It kind of offers a different perspective versus just me talking, for an entire video. So I think it's a cool style here, and we're going to keep doing this for sure since you guys like it so much. And once again, our lead advisor, David DiSchiavi, is going to be taking the reins here and interviewing a player, and I think you guys are going to get a lot out of it for sure. So if you do like this style of video here, feel free to absolutely smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and share the video. And if you do like it, definitely let us know in the comments down below and potential topics we could talk about and integrate into the videos. And you can even email us at info@ahadvising.com and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So without further ado here, let's just dive right into the video.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Dave DiSchiavi. I'm the lead advisor at Advancement Hockey Advising, and today is our second player interview that we've started doing. We call them player podcast interviews, whatever you like to call it. Today we have Zaine McKenzie from England, who played this year at Ontario Hockey Academy in Ottawa, and so we're just going to talk to him, get some insight on his experience and how it's been going with COVID and what his whole outlook on hockey is and how he wants to progress through his career. So Zaine, just give us a short little intro about yourself, where you're from, and how you got to OHA.
So my name is Zaine McKenzie. I'm an 03 born from a small town in England. Started playing hockey pretty late. Started when I was about 10 years old. And then I sort of picked it up pretty quickly, just sort of fell in love with the game when I was about 10, 11, started shooting pucks, breaking windows, as everyone does. Mm-hmm. And then turned 13, 14, I started getting looks from national teams. So England was looking at me. And then from there, I made the England squad, made Midland squad, started playing with a lot better guys that played for the GB squad. And then from there, a guy called Zaine McKenzie asked me to go to the Ontario Hockey Academy when I was 16 years old. So me and my mom decided it would be the best opportunity for me.
Nice. So did they reach out to you by seeing you in England? Was it some sort of international type of showcase?
Yeah, so there's a showcase in Sheffield, England, actually. It's the conference weekend, so it's 4 teams split up. We all play against each other, and Zaine McKenzie emailed my mum after that, and then we'd heard about the academy. Obviously, there's a few English guys who have went there. Talked to a few people, talked to Jay. Jay was really helpful, gave us an insight on everything, any questions he answered, and then decided to go there just after I finished high school in the UK. So,
yeah. Awesome. Now, did you visit OHA before you attended? Because a lot of guys really wonder, some don't get the chance to go to Europe to visit their team or come to Canada or the US to visit before they decide to play. So how was that process?
So no, actually, I didn't visit. I never actually set foot in Canada in my life. So yeah, it was sort of just sign the papers and fly in August and see what happens. But it's best decision I've made of my life for sure.
I know that's great to hear. So when you got to campus, how was that? You speak English, so there's no language barrier there. But how was the change from going to an Ontario prep school versus playing hockey in England, where the elite level league is considered pretty good worldwide, but England's not exactly the top hockey country in the world.
So obviously the second you get off the plane, you sort of see the bit of a culture change. You see people wearing hockey jerseys and not soccer jerseys. So that was actually good to see straight away. You see a bit more of hockey, and then you get onto campus and you just see guys seem bigger to me. I don't know why, but guys seem bigger. They seem more like hockey players and not back here like everyone just plays soccer. So yeah, it was nerve-wracking at the start. But yeah, just toured around the place, looked at the facility, went to the rink with my mom, looked at the local areas, and just everything fell into place well, and it was just amazing, really, just to know I was going to be here for a year, just playing hockey every day. Meeting new friends, playing with good guys, playing with guys who are going to go major, junior and stuff like that. It was just I can't fault the decision at all. I think it was very good.
Nice. So a couple questions through your time at OHA. The first one, I know with COVID it was a tricky year. You know, with the season getting canceled, paused, whatever the case was for where you were. But before we started, you told me about inter squad games. So how was that level versus where you came from in England?
So if I jump back to my first year at Ohio anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I was playing HGO U18 AAA.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really fast paced anyway, because I'm playing with the like best O3s and best O4s in my like in the Eastern Ontario province, so around the Ottawa area and stuff. So that was really good. So the fact I got that year to see the difference, see the level change, the pace change, how more skilled everyone is,
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy anyway. And then moving into second year, so this year, the inter squad games, it was good. It was good
Mm-hmm.
because what they had done was they'd spread it out over the full boys. So the full boys, what they'd done is they'd made even teams. So no team was stacked, no team was not as good. They were all pretty even. Some better than others, but all pretty even. And it was still fast paced because you're playing against O3 Canadian guys. You're playing 4 games a weekend sometimes. You know, you're playing 4 exactly. So although it's inter squad and it's not the same as putting your suit on, going to a different rink, playing against different faces,
Mm-hmm.
you're playing 4 games a weekend. I know not many people were doing that. So I think we were in a lucky position, and I think it definitely has benefited me. And who knows what might happen next year at the academy. But I think even if that was to happen, I think it would benefit a lot of people, because who do you know that's playing 4 games every weekend as a 16, 17-year-old, you know? And
Yep.
it's pretty difficult. It's like, it's hard times because everyone's trying to fight for junior spots next year. Everyone's trying to get noticed. So I think in a sense, it was really good.
Mm-hmm. No, it's playing 4 games is awesome. But with that, so did you guys have scouts that would come out, or did you film your games to send them out to any coaches?
So our games were all on Hockey TV actually, which was very good. And then we had scouts come to, so there was like different level of games. So you could see sometimes it was the top game. So
Mm-hmm.
there's all the O3s and O4s like together, and some good O5s. So that game, we had a lot of scouts come to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and the games were on Hockey TV. We also had a thing called Instat, which was really good. That like gives you personal stats on what you do. So passes missed, passes received, passes made, hits made, and that was really good. So we were able to feed our video off to coaches, and our coaches at OHA did a good job of that too. So it was very good. That's why I can't fault it, like I said.
That's interesting with the stat thing, because you know you bring the whole concept of analytics into the game and you see it in the NHL. Did you guys have that in your first year? Or
Yeah, so yeah, in first year we also did have something similar to that. It wasn't by the same name, but it was the same. So after a game against Ottawa Junior Centres, whatever, we would go onto that, and it would be the same. It would be passes made, passes missed, hits made, interceptions, giveaways, everything from A to B, everything. So yeah, it's good technology, and I think it really, once you, because some people might look at video and some people might find video boring, but I think you really do need to watch it to up your game and learn from mistakes and stuff. So yeah, them pieces of platform were very, very good.
You know, at a young age, some players might not understand the importance of video, but as you get older and you start playing junior and collegiate level and then minor pro or professional, it's super important, because you have to learn what the other guys are doing and then what you're doing. Okay, that's great. Okay, so you know, I just wanted to talk about the prep school, like the academic side of things at OHA. So how was it coming in and learning how to balance your school with your hockey, or it was like, did the school have a certain, I guess, schedule for you guys to be more hockey or athletic focused and then pair it with your academics? How was that process?
I think yeah, it is a very good balance, and they have everything in place for you to be able to balance it. And obviously, you can't lie. Sometimes that stuff is stressful and it feels like a lot. But I think if you do look at how things are set out, it really is set out so you can balance everything. Because we have something called study hall at night time too.
Mm-hmm.
which is an hour like dedicated every day, Monday to Wednesday, where that's your free time to study and stuff at the end of a school day. So I think yeah, the balance with academics is very good, and I think you've got to mentally be switched on to balance it well, or you will be on the Sunday night stressing at 11 p.m. at night time if you don't. So I think it's about yourself mentally switching on, because I think anyone can make time for a bit of extra schoolwork, bit of extra gym session. I think anyone can. You've just got to be smart with your time and not take it for granted too much.
Did you guys have, so obviously you had scheduled practices. Did you guys have team workouts in the mix along with your
So what we had so in our school day we had a gym class, and it wasn't in our teams. It would just be a class of boys. Some people might be on the AAA team, some people on the AA, some people on the prep, some people on the varsity. It was just in the middle of our day. But yeah, depending on what period you have it, you'd have it in the morning or after ice or before ice. But yeah, very, very good gym classes.
Oh, that's good. It's good. So it's interesting because you said, there's varsity, prep, AAA, AA. It's pretty cool to have a mix of all those levels. So, you as an older guy there now, are the younger kids kind of looking to the older guys as mentors? How does that work at your school?
Yeah, I think definitely. Because even when I've been at the school for 2 years, and I think even my first year, when I step into the gym or I step onto the ice, you sort of look at the older guys who are a bit more comfortable, a bit more bigger than you, and you sort of look at what they're doing, and I think it's something to work up to and something to look at. And I think when you come back, you have to sort of replicate that. So this year, me and my friends would have to be them leaders and hope that the younger kids look up to us too, in the sense in the gym, on ice, off ice, everything in classes. So I think there is a sense of like being a mentor as an older guy, because let's face it, you're in the gym with all the 03s, and you're all lifting the most, or the 04s or whatever. I think as an 06 guy, you look up to that, and I think in a few years you want to be there. So I think, yeah, there is just definitely a sense of leadership, but I think a healthy sense of it too at this point.
That's important, especially for any school culture, any team culture. You need that kind of role model status, but it's good for the older guys to help out the newer guys get comfortable with their situation. So coming from Europe and then coming to Canada or North America, a lot of guys do it. We see it quite often. So are you planning on staying in North America for the short-term future, or would you like to kind of carve out a career here or head back to England or a different place in Europe? What's your plan looking like after OHA?
So I think what I'm looking to do is, I think there's a few things like floating around my head, and talking to a few different guys, few different teams, whatever, a few connects I have myself and stuff. But I think what I would like to do next year is play a year of juniors in Europe. So either in Finland, in Sweden, or in Germany, the likes of a top league like that. And then I think after that, I'd like to see where I'm at, see how many points I put up, etc., see how I feel. I also have the national team tryouts in the summer, so I think I'd like to see how that goes too. And then after that, I'd like to see what other options opened up. If it's back to North America, let it be. If it's back to England, let it be. I think I'm just going to sort of I want to play a set year of juniors next year. I think preferably in Europe. And then I'd like to see what happens from that. But I think my end goal, is set in my head right now. And not as an end goal to finish there, but to get there, I think I really would like to play pro in England one day in the EIHL. Definitely.
Well, that's an awesome thing. That league looks fantastic whenever I get a peek at the games. Now, just to pick your brain on that, why are you looking more to go play in Europe, like one of the Scandinavian countries like Finland or Sweden, versus a place in Canada or the USA?
I think there's two sides to it. I think personally it's like a moral side to it, and just the fact like I've been away from my family for 2 years, and it's not been like an easy ride to come and see me because of COVID, etc. And I think down to a hockey side of it, when I'm talking to these agents and I'm talking to these people I know, the way that they compare the European leagues to North American leagues, there's not much of a big difference.
Okay.
So if I could be 2 hours away from my house, but I'm playing in a top European league or a second European league, for example, I think that would be just as beneficial as me playing in the States this year. Because I think if I want to crack into the GB squad and crack into the EIHL at a point, I think what I need to do is just play the best juniors I can right now. And I think if that's 2 hours away from my house in Finland, that'd be, you know what I mean? So I think it's just about having a really good year this year in Europe. And I think even down to like family side of it, like if my mum was able to come and watch me in a Scandinavian or European country, I just think that would just be like amazing. So just, yeah, down to a family side of it too, I think that's also plays part.
That's actually a big thing too to touch upon, because you made the trip at a young age, not just across the country, but across the ocean. So were there times when you maybe felt like it was a little tough being away from your family at such a young age?
I mean, I've always been quite an independent person. I've always tried to be like the big guy and stuff, like even in the house and stuff. But yeah, definitely there's times where it's tough. But I think you just gotta sometimes realize like you're there for a reason. You work hard, it's gonna pay off. And I think coming from a place where you're lucky to get 2 ice sessions a week for an hour, I think being on the ice every single day, I think being in the gym every single day with a gym coach who's making workouts specifically for what you're doing on the ice, having the right nutrition, everything, being around friends, brothers for life, like I just think sometimes you just gotta sit back and think you're here for a reason. So sometimes you just suck up the pain of it and just you're there for a reason, and you're missing your family, but you're here and it's good. So I think it does get tough, but I think as an English kid, I think I really appreciate the fact my parents have allowed me to come here.
And that's a huge thing too. And it's great. We see a lot of players who they're fortunate enough to have the support of their parents, take that chance and make that trip. 'Cause it's a big decision for everybody. But it's awesome that you're able to do it. And when you have hockey every day or hockey 4 or 5 times a week, it's a good outlet to keep your mind busy. Okay. So I guess the last question I wanted to ask you, because, you're a young European kid coming over to Canada, do you have any advice for any other guys in Europe, like people that you might know who are thinking of making the jump? Anything they should know or anything that they should focus on before making that hop overseas?
So to start with, I would just say, for starters, be mentally prepared. If you're coming from a place like England or somewhere where hockey's not massive but it's getting bigger, I think be mentally prepared for the physical stress on your body too. Be ready for that, because it is a big jump, and everyone can say, oh yeah, I want to go to Canada and play every day and play hockey every day and go to the gym every day. But until you're in it, you don't really understand what it's like. So I remember in my first month of school, I was just like, oh my God, mum, my body hurts every day. Like this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. I was just like, Mum, I don't know if I can do this. But that's coming from the voice. That's coming from the mouth of someone who last month was like, I can't wait to play hockey every day. Right. I'm not saying I didn't like it, but the stress it causes, I think, be prepared for it. So if you can get a summer training routine in where you're working every day, and it is hard because you've never been there, so you don't know how they work. But if you just be ready to work every day, because no one in England really works every day who's under the age of 16 playing for their local club. Even if you're playing in the NHL stuff, they don't really practice every day. So I think, be ready for hard work every day, which is definitely good because it's paid off. And now when I went back this year, the first week I felt absolutely fine because I'm used to it. So be ready for the physical stress and the hard work, demanding hard work, but put the work in. I think secondly, times will get tough, like we spoke about family. I think it will get tough. There'll be times where you do just want to come back home and talk to mum, but like I said, just realize why you're there, realize what all this hard work's gonna do for you. It will pay off if you let it. And then also I would say be open, like be ready to make new friends, because I've got friends all over the world now, and I don't, if it wasn't for OHA, I don't think I would have them. And it's just opened up so many like paths to me, like plans we have, you know, like plans to go on vacation together, go back to Canada, go to places like Spain together. So I think it would be really good. I think don't be nervous of leaving your friends back home, because I think that was something I was too, sort of leaving that life back home. Don't be nervous about that. Like, you're gonna make new friends. It will be good. The friends back home will stay there if you make the effort with them. But yeah, I would just say take any opportunity you get to come overseas with, like, straight away. Because for me personally, looking back on these last 2 years, I can't thank my mum enough for allowing me to come. And I think if I didn't come, I don't think I would have the aspirations of stuff and I do now. And like, because I'm surrounded by a group of boys my age who all have these aspirations, D1, pro, this, that. And I think that really knocks into my brain, and it just makes me want to work even harder, because if we can meet again in 5 years and we're all where we said we wanted to get, it will just make me feel good, and it'll make them feel like, oh, I definitely paid off, which I think it already has. So yeah, definitely advise going.
No, that's awesome words of advice, because it's such a hard jump sometimes for kids, but it's the jump that they need, even if it makes them feel uncomfortable. And, you know, I think by you doing it, you already, from what you've told me here, you've learned so much, and it's going to take you to wherever you need to go, because if you didn't do it, you might still be just playing back home without taking the risk. And you might not have gotten to see what it could have opened up for you. So that's awesome to hear. So Zaine, we're just going to wrap up. You know, thanks for the story. It was fantastic to hear from someone, you know, on the other side of the Atlantic. And guys, if you like this video, just let us know, write a comment, make sure so that we can hear it. So we'll start making some more, and we'll get some more players from all over the world as possible to tell their stories. Okay. So thanks so much, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, Zaine.
Thank you. Thanks.
And that's it for the video, guys. We hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to absolutely smash that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and share the video. Also, you know, you can comment down below if you want to talk to us about anything, if you want to encourage us to keep filming these kind of videos, or you can even email us at info@ahadvising.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And that's it, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on that next one.